What's going on, guys? We are on our way to Northeast Arkansas. We're going to be doing a little work on our slough this morning. Got Dustin Roddy of Cache River Farms meeting us over there. He's going to be bringing his operator that's in from Louisiana with his floating TRACKHOE. Many of you probably saw our Instagram stories last year with all the work that they did in that slough and how much he improved it. Cut us some boat trails, expanded the north blind hole, and then of course he fixed the money trees. Pretty much today's goal is just to touch up what we did last year, just kind of get it manicured back up and ready for season, and then expand a couple of existing holes and potentially build one new hole. So we'll see what happens. We got about 8 hours worth of work to do today. I think he's gonna be working from 8:30 or 9 till about 5 or 5:30 tonight. So we'll see what he can get done, but these guys absolutely know how to work. They come up from Louisiana, they hop on these TRACKHOEs, and they don't get off of them all day. They dropped off a floating TRACKHOE about 2 hours ago. Their operator's already cut a boat trail. You probably can't see it behind me, but they've already cut the boat trail all the way from the east side to the west side of the slough. This is gonna make it extremely easy for us to boat across. Dustin just had to roll. He had another project he was working on, but it's just me here and the operator. So what I wanna do is bring you guys along for the next hour or so and show you exactly what he's doing. So we've got a blind on the west side that has been around for probably 30 years. We're gonna try to open up a hole around that and cut 2 or 3 boat trails to help us access the slough a little bit better. All right, so we just pulled up to where the operator's working. He's back here. So there's an old duck blind in these trees right behind me. It's probably been there for 30 years, and we've never really been able to get to it because of all the heavy vegetation. Well, he cut this trail from east to west, about probably 100 yards to these cypress trees to get us to this side. Makes the access much easier, but he put us a little access right here on the back of the blind to get there by boat. And then as you can see, he's working out here behind me. He's opening up about a 40 or 50 yard wide hole to where we can hunt on a north and south wind or even an east wind. I think when he's done with this, this is gonna be a killer spot, but we definitely have to do some work on the blind. The floor's rotted out. The support beams on it are smoked. It's probably gonna need a whole new blind. So be a fun little project. I know the ducks absolutely wanna be here. We were hunting the money trees opening day last year and the birds were just dumping in here. It's the same trail as this one up here. It goes straight that way. So I'll turn my boat out right here and point you in the right direction, and then you can just go on with it. All right, so we are done at this west spot. I don't know if you could see from that video of him digging, but he came in here and took out all of this buckbrush. I mean, this entire thing was completely covered in smartweed, buckbrush, and there's a boat trail that comes into here, so we'll be able to access it from the north, come into here, and now he's gonna head south, and he's gonna head down to a spot where we hunted 2 years ago on opening day, and we shot all them ducks. This right here needs a little bit of work. There's an old dog ramp right here, metal dog ramp that I'm really not one to hit with my boat, but as you can see, I mean, it is just torn to pieces. We have 1, 2, so we got 4 support beams. I'm guessing there's probably a tractor disc at the bottom holding them up. I don't think they're gonna be real. I mean, those aren't bad, but I don't trust it. So probably need to replace all of these. It would be really cool to take the blind from this tree to this tree to that tree and make it like a 20-footer, and then put some 4x4s in the back and making a big square right here. That could be really cool. That's facing due west, so you can hunt pretty much a north wind and a south wind, just side shoot them into the hole, or on a light wind day you could probably hook them in here head on. An east wind would be perfect. I mean, you're looking straight west, sun would be at your back. This spot has just a ton of potential. All right, so I just talked to Donnie. We just got down here on the south end. We're gonna have him create us a boat lane that goes from this west side into the money trees. So I'll flash the video up right now, but we hunted here opening day 2 years ago, and we hunted in an A-frame right there. And after we got out of the A-frame, birds weren't flying. We decided to pick up. We moved and sat in that tree line right there. But the issue was it was so thick, so much buckbrush, there's nowhere to hide the boat. And so I'm gonna have him pluck all of the buckbrush, and then we're gonna cut a lane from that tree line that goes into the money tree hole. The money tree hole is just on the other side of this tree line here. So we're basically just creating a pile of little boat accesses, kind of a network of little lanes that connect one side to the next, so we'll be able to boat all through this place. All right, so we are in the money trees. This is where we shot all them birds opening day last year. We were standing up against these trees right here, shooting back to the south. So their operator last year cleared out, I mean, we've always had a hole here, but he cleared it out, made it really nice. We've got some smartweed growing back up in here, kind of on the west side of the hole. But you can see he's coming through right here from that spot we just left from, and he's gonna clear out all of this, expand the hole, and he's gonna make us a boat trail. That way we can get to the west side of the slough from the money trees. We're at the north blind. This is the main blind here that we hunt. We expanded it a few years ago, made it about 30 foot wide. You can hunt 8, 9 guys out of it. We put some netting on the windows. The camo's up real nice. Obviously needs a new brush job, but look at the vegetation in here. That's why the ducks love it right there. The vegetation is insane. So you got all this vegetation. They're in there eating. The water's down. Even when it comes up, they'll still be able to feed. So we're gonna have him clear out the hole. He's improving the trail right now, and then we're gonna clear out around the blind and call it a day up there on the north end.
A whole bunch of mallards just got up.
There's a bunch of ducks up there. Really, the hole's fine. We're gonna have to eventually get to the front of this blind to brush it. I hate to take all the grass out because it adds some good cover, but if you just want to grab maybe just kind of the edge of it, just kind of the perimeter, and pull it. I know it's probably going to pull some of that grass away.
Pull it all out.
If there's any way to leave a little bit up against the very bottom of it, that'd be fine. But
I can maybe push it,
tuck it in there a little bit. Yeah, that could work. My thing is, so the dog box is on the other side. We will have to. I will need you to grab probably a handful of that and get it out of that little lane.
Yeah.
This right here, though, I mean, I hate to take it all out.
Yeah, it's good cover for the bottom of your lawn.
It's great cover.
And in this stuff right here, honestly, I mean, y'all brush it out of a boat.
Yeah, I can. You know, I just nose the boat up to it.
I mean, I'd hate to take, because if I pull it, it's gonna all come.
Yeah. Well, let me, and on the back is where we boat around and park the boat. I will need that cleaned up and just a little lane where we can circle around the back of the blind. All right, so Donnie decided that it's probably best to leave all the grass on the front of the blind, which I was kind of wanting to pull it away. So we have dogs running out here. It kind of gets a little bit congested. So what we ended up doing was we just pulled the grass away from the dog box. And I think we're gonna end up just pushing all this debris up against the bottom of the blind just to sort of break up the outline. So when these birds come in, they see grass along the bottom of the blind, it kind of breaks the outline up. And then we'll brush the top of this with oak branches. So we'll go back there and cut all the oak trees and we'll brush it with oak. So when these birds are flying in, it looks like grass on the bottom and then it'll be oak up on the top. So usually blends in pretty good. And this hole is absolutely deadly when these birds are in. We've already got birds out here working, trying to land, and it's October the 16th. All right, we are back in the north blind. It's been a while since we've been here. I think it's been since like January 28th of last year. I think we shot them pretty good in here and killed that banded honker in here with Asher and those dive bomb guys.
That, bro. I said one of those things was gonna be banded.
It just happened.
Dude, I called it. I knew one of the things were gonna be banded. They always ban them local honkers, man.
What happened?
They had to stop at Sissy's on his way to the hole. Banded Tony.
That was a pretty good way to end the season, but he's over here pushing up some of the grass. We ended up clearing out the dog ramp completely. So there is a lane right here for the dog. So James, if you're watching this, I'm sure Oakley will appreciate that come duck season, but we expanded this area over here a couple years ago, made it a little bit bigger, put a bench in here. Now the window situation, the sun always comes up kind of out here front left, and once it gets up, it just beams us in the face. So we came in here and we put up some cargo nets. Actually, we put them up mid-hunt last year, if you've seen that YouTube video, and they've been the best thing we've ever done. Probably need to double them this year, put a little bit more down here on this right side, but I'm gonna have him completely take this corner out. We're gonna move the grass over to the edge of the hole, and that way the dogs can move around a little bit easier without getting hung up in all the grass and debris. All right, well, that's a wrap on the work from today. We got the boat loaded up. We got Donnie dropped his rig off. He's gonna leave it here overnight, but we got 3 boat trails cut. We improved 2 holes. We got a brand new hole cut where the old blind is. Just an overall huge day of work. Got the pontoon broke apart from our old blind, drug it back over here. So the amount of work that we just did in 6-7 hours is more work than we've done probably 7 years combined. So thanks to the guys at Cache River Farm. Thanks Dustin, thanks Donnie, the operator. You guys absolutely killed it today. Like I said, check them out, Cache River Farms on Instagram. I'll put Dustin's phone number at the bottom of the screen and his email, and it'll be in the description as well. But we're ready for duck season. We just got to brush 2 blinds, repair the other one, and other than that, we're ready to go. So again, thanks to the guys at Cache River Farms. Thank you guys for following along. We just dropped some new apparel. We got hats, hoodies, t-shirts. Some more apparel will be coming in November, some restock orders. So y'all be sure to check it out, kzonetv.com. Be sure to like this video, drop us a comment on what you think, and make sure you subscribe. We will be giving away some apparel to someone who puts their Instagram tag in the comment section of this video, and we will be selecting a winner for a loadout brand new K-Zone apparel this time next week. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.